third alarm.
6-2 to the Bronx.
Car 1-4. Bring their resources.
All units stand by. Battalion, you're the resources unit leader. 1-7 Battalion, you're the safety officer. Staging area, we picked Bedford Park Boulevard at the Grand Concourse. Bedford Park Boulevard at the Grand Concourse. The 2-0 will be your staging area, your manager, okay? One 9
9 to the Bronx. Be advised, the members accounted for. We're going to cancel the 1066. If you have a full second alarm response and have the trucks respond with 10-foot hooks, please.
All right, 10-4.
Six two to the Bronx.
6-2.
You releases from box 3.
All right, 1-9. Just so you know, you got a full third alarm coming. Instead of sending them to the staging area, we'll send them to you.
Full boy to Bronx, kid.
1-9.
And the Bronx, stand by.
All right, 10-4. All right, units in the box 3514, the 1066 has been rescinded. The 1066 has been rescinded. The missing member has been accounted for. Rescue 4, you could go 10-8. Rescue 4.
Rescue 4, 10-8. Switching back over.
Squad 41, you're 10-8.
7 to the Bronx. 10-8. 7 to the Bronx.
Division 7.
Cancel all the third alarm units. Anyone that's not 84, you can return home.
All right, 10-4.
4 boy to Bronx, K.
Boxer ladder 5-9.
Ladder 5-9.
You can remain in service.
10-4. Ladder 5-9 is 10-8.
2-6 Battalion, you can remain in service.
6-10-8.
Engine 9-2, you can remain in service.
Engine 9-2, 10-4, 10-8.
Engine 5-0, remain in service.
Engine 5-0, 10-4, 10-8.
Engine 9-7, remain in service.
10-7, 10-8.
Engine 8-2, remain in service.
8-2, 10-4, 10-8.
Engine 7-1, remain in service.
7-1, 10-8.
Ladder 2-7, remain in service.
Ladder 2-7, 10-4.
Ladder 3-6, remain in service.
Ladder 3-6, 10-4, 10-8.
Ladder 5-8, remain in service.
Ladder 5-8, 10-4, 10-8.
Battalion 1-3, remain in service.
And 1-3, 10-4, 10-8.
2-0 Battalion, you're 10-8. 2-0.
2-0, 10-8.
Squad 1-8, 10-8. Battalion 1-9.
9 to the Bronx. Who's our all hands chief on this box 4907?
It's supposed to be you.
No, we notified you guys at the beginning. We're the IC. The 27 is now working this fire.
All right, we'll get you to 1-5. Correction, the 1-8 should be there. The 1-8 should be there.
9, 10-4, 1-8 just showed up. They're going to be the all hands chief.
All right, sounds good.
Special unit. pero ellos como que no han abierto. Ah, mira.
Mira. Ya están saliendo,
Están
mira.
saliendo.
Alright guys, this is the second alarm fire in the Firehouse over here on in the Bronx, BRIGGS Avenue, I believe it is. They had transmitted a third alarm, but they rescinded the third alarm. They had a 1066 for a missing member. The member has been accounted for. They canceled the third alarm, but they're still operating with a second alarm. They said they have fire on 2 floors.
Up on the roof.
So let's see what they got.
A small smoke condition coming out of one of the vents near the hose tower. We're trying to open up the returns in one giant skylight. See if we can see anything before we start taking something else. Is there ways for us to get water there? What do you need? Yeah, we're trying to explore those options right now. Give me a...
Well, he said they have a little bit of smoke, so they probably knocked it down. It took us about 20 minutes to get here, I guess, with morning traffic and whatever. But we came to check it out.
Yeah. I got ALS already. He's right behind you in our bus.
All right. Early on, quick clip. Where the rack at? There the rack at, rack 3. Let me see what Division 7 says. All right, they want 2 additional trucks, so that means they're getting an upper hand on it. No visible smoke, no visible fire. Light haze. Let's see if there's another angle somewhere. All right. I smell it, but I don't see much.
You got a ladder 4-7, who's active 5-6, and ladder 4-4.
5-6 to command. There, go. Yeah, we got almost all the lockers released against that wall. So I'll open it up in a second. Give me an idea what we got there. 38 trucks are going to be up there to help you in a second.
All right. We came in, we saw. Let me bounce around. They're still stretching lines. I'm gonna put a hose on the ladder.
Division 7. Line stretch and in operation. All visible fire has been knocked down. Primary search is still out of completely negative. Let's continue to open up, so we're going to remain doubtful this time. Alright, simple. Time you're reporting 37, you're duration is 37 minutes.
37 minutes in.
37 minutes. Alright, simple.
Man 81. 81. Hey, you guys can hold them up on that line. I see you heading up now, but they don't have any structure above the roof line.
Alright, 10-4. I got a probe leaving the stretch. I'll just have him finish it off. You can pull us out whenever you'd like.
All right, let me go around the other side.
Open it up.
Yeah, we're along that wall. It doesn't look like there's much heat against that wall.
All right, they got a haze inside the whole firehouse. You can see it right through the window there. So it must have been in the walls, basically. All right, they're stretching that line to the roof in case they need it.
Battalion 17, floor above to command. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any fire because we have some heat in the front wall. That would be right above the entrance bay doors, right where they're pulling downstairs, but no fire up here. Just some heat and some smoke pushing right for that front window. What about that area in the hotel that they were concerned about? Nothing yet.
They got heat and smoke pushing up there above the engine bay door.
Complete negative. They're working on the ceiling above the entrance, but everything else is negative. Basement secondaries are complete negative. PA, when you go upstairs, can you get a secondary on the top floor of Firehouse? Next one.
All right, they're opening up the wall in there. They got members working above the ladder bay also on the second floor.
Rescue hook to rescue. Yellow, we opened up the returns in the skylight. We're having a tough read. There's still some smoke coming out of that cockloft area. They did just stretch a line up the aerial, so maybe we can see if we can hit it from up here.
All right, they got issues up there on the roof.
We'll take a look at it from the inside also. Yeah, 10th floor.
Bicycle command. We punched a hole in that wall right above where we were looking. We got nothing there. Looks like we're just going to have to reach it from the wall after we get through this floor.
Washington area, manual lock.
All right, so they're opening up above the engine bay door. That's where they got a concentration of fire still in the walls. This is a very old firehouse, so a lot of wood in the walls, ceilings, and floorboards. I hope that you can see through the glass because they didn't take any of the windows. And they continue to stretch the line up.
5 seconds, command.
The aerial right there.
Command, go ahead, 5 seconds.
Set the 17 on the second floor. I'm going to head back downstairs.
Man to engine 8-1. Engine 8-1. Yeah, Evan, you gotta take that hose off of that ladder, right? Yeah, 10-4, we're finishing with stretch up the aerial, and then we'll have enough length to get the top floor as well if you need it. Yeah, 10-4.
They're still stretching more
Once I got these
hose
guys on the aerial,
line
we'll
to
charge
the
the
aerial.
Guys, we got the outside of that hose tower opened up. We're gonna have 81's line in service in a minute. We'll give it a good douche.
All right, they're gonna get that line in operation very shortly. They're gonna charge it. on the roof level where they have access to the condition or whatever the situation is that they can't reach from inside.
5-6 roof. That's roof. You still on the roof? Negative. Yeah, direct. 10-4. One of our truckers on the roof. Roof, go. You ever still up there? Yeah, 10-4, we got call. Did you do any inspection holes over where the whole tower is? We haven't cut any holes over the tower, it's just opened it up.
So this came as a fire on 2 floors in the firehouse, and then they thought they had a missing member. They since found the member. And like I said before, they canceled the 3rd alarm 1066 response, and they kept it at a 2nd alarm. They still have fire in the walls in that particular corner there. I got 3 lines stretched now, 2 in operation. They're still stretching the line to the aerial. They're
3 into command.
gonna charge it soon.
Five seconds, command.
Yeah, go.
I got about a 20 by 8.
So 3 lines stretched, 2 in operation.
The wood looks pretty clean there.
10-4, thank you. Command battalion 17. Hey Jimmy, how we look up there? Should we be cutting the roof, or are you comfortable that we got it? No, we still got smoke coming from the front wall, coming up through like the heating pipes, so they radiated it.
Right there.
Well, what about around the hotel, where you said you had beams that were charged? Negative, we're all clear except for this front wall. To command. To command. We're just going to cut a small inspection hole next to that hose now. We still have some smoke there. Therefore, engineer 1 to 75 chauffeur, you can charge that line. 75 chauffeur, 10-4.
Alright, he's gonna charge the line shortly. Have water coming in it. They're still opening up over there where the fire is inside the wall.
Hey, Chris. Yeah. You guys good? You need anything? Good. Right. Here comes your water.
There goes the water right up the ladder.
That's 4-8. That's 4. You still on that line? Yeah, that's 4. 438, towards that front wall on the 2nd floor.
Ryan. Yeah. Let me just not take the big way down. 10-4. Be down a minute.
the line.
917. 917. Hey, Jimmy, we got US out here. If anybody needs relief, just let me know. Alright. We're good right now.
Yeah, might be able to use another truck company in here to just get the front of the firehouse where that pipe change is. Septic above and the actual smoke goes from there.
Yeah, I got 47 truck coming in.
Left, 3-3.
3-3.
Right now.
I'm gonna take a couple pings to the skylight. Just make sure the second floor is all there. It'll be the control. Alright, hold on 1 minute.
One additional truck behind Salvage.
Alright, that's what. 3-3 to 3-3 shoulder. 3-3 shoulder. Come on, you're clear, go ahead. Hey Greg, any luck? Negative, no luck. Alright, that's fine. You can come down. Thank you. 10-4.
All right, they still have smoke pushing in there. They got to get to the area in there. They're opening up as best they can.
Rescue hook, come in.
Oh boy, okay.
1084, second along. Go ahead, rescue room. That's what. We opened up a 3x3 next to that two-side hose tower. We still got a couple beams. We're gonna get it opened up all the way. 81's lines up here.
412-533, 1011 Sheridan Avenue, East 164 to Carroll Place, smoke the basement. 412-523, 1011 Sheridan Avenue, East 164th Street to Carroll Place, smoke the basement.
Yeah, there's a call coming in.
523, send information is available upon request. 652 to such 233.
Let me look around a little bit. I want to stay clear out of the way here. Oh, thank goodness they caught it in time, so there won't be too much damage in the firehouse. I'm glad that they got the unaccounted member for. They're bringing another ladder inside.
One 7 in command. Command, go. Yeah, we got a little bit of flying out of it. We're opening up the floor on this front wall. We can get a store up here. We have a line already in place. We're opening it up now, but we definitely have fire on the floor here.
Fordham Road and Belmont.
And
All right, they opened up the wall. And they got.
you know the truck company up there? You getting a store with the companies that are operating already?
They got a little bit of
Yeah,
fire.
33 is good, but we're gonna, I'm sorry, 38's up here. We're gonna need a store though, if someone's bringing a store up. Yeah, maybe one of those guys in the company that's operating can come grab a store. They're on their way. I thought you had someone down there.
Did you guys do the salt thing, you said?
3-8's looking for a store.
10-4, you said you have it coming, right?
3-8, we have a store coming.
10-4.
3 iron.
Emergency alert.
6 iron. Iron, get into it. One iron, battalion 17. 17. Yeah, that spot that they're talking about is right over by the pipe chase on the 1-2 corner. Yeah, temporary. We're right in front of the bucket here. That's right in front of these windows. 10-4. 1918. You remember that spot we were talking about? That's where they're talking about. Right over where the pipes, steam pipes go through the ceiling.
The pipes are going through where they're working on. They're just going to make their way towards that corner.
10-4. Yeah, Kieran, I'm standing right over it right now. That's right here, right below me. 10-4.
They opened everything up. They're gonna get some water on it. They got a line in place.
Yeah, well, right below us is hitting it with their light right now.
Box to the field down. And just let us know if 46 truck is operating there, Kate. Hold on to 398. Field gun, Kate. All right, thank you.
Battalion 17. Hey, do we have any seals opening the engine off there, especially on the closure one wall? Not yet. We're still working on the floor here. Well, you got reason to believe there's above us? Yeah, we try to make sure it isn't traveling before we call it a day here, you know? That's tough for us.
so that can let a 5-6 in the Bronx.
All right, we're gonna poke around a little bit, then we're gonna get out of here.
5-6. 4-2 action is in last 5-6 there originating.
5-6, command, go. Secondary is complete, negative elevation 1. Backward, thank you.
10-18, 2523 and 18 on 2523.
17 command.
4042, that's by the chief.
Command, go. Yeah, after we get this floor open and get this taken care of, we're gonna need 10 foot hooks up here. We've got 10 ceilings again above the drop ceiling. Are you looking for relief for any of the companies? Not yet. Let them take care of the floor and then we'll get a fresh truck up here to stop.
273.
You want 10-foot ceilings.
What's your location? I'm on Bedford Park and Bainbridge. Bedford Park and Bainbridge.
Getting the second floor over there, 190. He's gonna come down and talk.
All right, they continue to open up in there. They still got pocket of fire.
Cancel last 3-3 roof.
Fire section command.
Command.
We're reaching those stations below, and I can see they're putting holes in the above. Give us a few minutes.
I'm sorry, come again with that?
Starting to open up a pretty good hole as well, right when they're operating above. We had some members on fire. Give us a minute to open up and we'll be able to wash it down. Just looks like that one bay going in front of the firehouse.
Bedford. 193 roof. How are we looking on top? 3 we're opening up. A little bit of charge, but look it up here. There's one. Fire sector command. Command, go.
Here we can also use a truck from the 46 truck here to show you a mile.
Careful, I got 44 trucks I'm gonna send into you. Battalion 17 and Battalion 18. Not kidding. Yeah, we're gonna, I don't know who you got below us. Let's see if we can push it down from up here. It might be more efficient. Where we just cut it. Looks like the first 2 bays we're going on the one side.
Alright, so we're gonna hit him with water?
No, we're gonna push down the ceiling, then we gotta cut more off. But definitely those first 2 bays we had pretty good charring in. Right in the front, above the engine door.
Alright, give us a second to move these guys out of the way so you can move the ceiling down.
Alright, so.
The oven fire the first floor. 705 special technique.
All right, they still got charring going on in there above the engine bay door where they've been operating, where we've been filming most of the time. They're gonna open up some more and pull some ceilings from below inside the bay.
17.
Alright, we're all clear in the front door of that apparatus.
Alright, Captain, we're gonna put some stuff out the front window of the firehouse as well.
All right, they're clearing the front of the firehouse. They might throw some stuff out the window.
440 room. You guys get the 10 hooks? Yeah, we're driving them from the rig right now. We're making our way back. 10-4, let me know when you get in front of the building.
They're bringing the 10-foot hooks to the front of the building, as you heard. I don't know if they're going to pull the ceilings on the second floor or inside the bay. It seems like inside the bay. The members are going inside the truck bay.
We were unable to reset the system. The alarm comes in again, but there's no condition. All right, 10-4. 1018, 2398 and 18 on 2398 for 1033 code 2. That's by the chief on 140. 1035 no code box 3391. That's by the officer engine 96. Acting engine 4 rate 707 suspension 233.
Just watch the front of the building. They're going to be throwing things out the window.
They're removing some of the debris so they can work better in there.
County 1-8, sector 7.
17.
pretty good. Looks like they got most of it open above. They've got a small portion of ammonia that we're going to have open. Nothing big, no fires, double effort here and there.
Alright, we're gonna...
Alright, top floor. Do we need to cut more of this, the floor up here in the engine office? Or the truck office, whatever we're in?
Sorry, repeat that, Jimmy?
Does it look like we need to cut more of the floor up here?
Maybe hold the 124 and get a little bit.
They still have a little bit of smoke pushing, like a haze.
Battalion 185, Sector 17.
17.
I got 47 on the ladders in the next corner, so don't go pushing anything down. 65, acting on 442 to BRONX.
Alright, that's all. You see, we're just gonna, we're not gonna push anything down, so we cut more. To let you know.
936, 1033, close to.
Alright, the 10-foot hooks are going in.
440 B. They got him.
443, 10-4.
And they got some smoke pushing on top as well. They opened up an inspection hole up there, so I think I'm gonna go try to go up on that roof up there. Alright, here's where they're cutting up that, where they cut up that hole and they're doing the
Just do okay.
further opening up.
So you Denny?
Still smoke pushing.
Go ahead, okay. Right, just send you to Jacoby Hospital, check out our member.
You can see all the old wood I was talking about. They still have some smoke pushing. They might hit it with the line now.
Here come the rescue battalion. Hey John, we were able to get out, thank you. That's all.
6 AK. Okay, 35, 10-4. Are you going around? Alright, we'll do.
Should have came up here a little earlier, but I didn't think of it. Early in the morning, the brain is still sleeping.
Side class 3 bus 2941 505 East 175 Street. 3rd Avenue, Base 8th Avenue, say you want a medical one. Sign class 3 bus 2941 505 East 175 Street. 3rd Avenue, Base 8th Avenue, want a medical one. That's 4-5.
1-7 in command. The thing's all on the floor. And for I have truck out here if you need them.
When you get a chance, just a progress report to
25.
1-7, who's this?
4-4, this is Chief Brennan report. Storm 2 line stretched out operation. Truck continue to open up, searching for fire. And we're going to place this fire. Probably will hold. Alright, 10-4, you probably will hold time 7:21. Your duration 1 hour and 20 minutes, King. 10-4. Also, fuel com, you got the 2-0 is at went to Jacoby there, King. 10-4.
Yeah, we're gonna work on the evacuation.
7:21 is at Jacoby.
Alright, let's get cut, yeah.
They,
We're on the engine 8-1.
they took the member to the hospital.
Engine 8-1. They need guys up there as far as cutting this up. It's just one guy from 33. You got a handful of truck guys up here. There's 2 saws. Hose opened up pretty good, and we're just letting this thing down. Overkill. Excellent.
You see all the ward that I talked about when I was downstairs? All over a very old firehouse.
8-1 to command. Yeah, a couple of those truck guys went down the scuttle. They're probably on the top floor, but we got 2 guys and 2 saws up here. Therefore, I'm still going to see if they need relief. They're giving me a little shaking of the head. They're good up here.
Still opening up inside the bay where that second floor window I've shown for a while. Inside the firehouse above the engine. I don't know if the engine's in there or not.
On 3019 1750 East 172 Street, Commonwealth Avenue, Rosedale Avenue. Cancel the lobby. 401 3019 1750 East 172 Street, Commonwealth Avenue, Rosedale Avenue. Cancel the lobby. Calls 140. 724 dispatch 233. Letter 43 acting 32 to the Bronx.
Alright.
43 acting 32. Letter 43 acting here at 10 32 trucks response area. 10-4. Bronx engine 6-4. Engine 6-4. You got the run 3019. 6-4, 10-4 responding.
Alright, so the whole side open, the engine A1 let it down nice and good. Even the steam is subsiding at this point. Most guys are just standing fast up here, and you look like you got good access from below as well. Excellent, so you're ready to go under control? When I'm looking at the roof, that's full, yes sir. Command to 1-8. Wait. Yeah, what's your report? They got it all opened up there. It doesn't look like we have any more embers. So then, we're pulling that last to the 10 moving towards the exposure for Washington. We're looking for the good up here. Are you ready to go into control? You want to wait? I'll give it a second here just until we get this 79 engine condition under control here. Make sure the fire's out on the rig. Yeah, we're no rush. Just let me know. Anyone to command, we're basically going to keep this line open and let this thing down until you give us the word. We'll just soak it.
Alright, so the engine is in there and
1-7 to command.
seems to
There you go.
have been on
We're good
fire.
up here. We opened up the, we cut the floors all the way across towards the truck door. It was all on the front of the engine side. And Jimmy, I was just talking to you there. If you want to go into control, right? No, that was clearly downstairs. I think the rig is still burning. That's the problem down there. Yeah, therefore, I was talking about before I was talking to him. Actually, that was someone on the roof. Oh, therefore, I'm sorry.
Alright, so the rig is still burning inside. The rig was on fire inside the base.
1-7 to command. You got another truck down there? That's like I said, I think we're good up here. The 38 truck is done. I'm going to send them down. That's one. So you want another truck or you don't? 44 still up here? 1-7 is 4-4. You still on the second floor? That's 4. Negative. Yeah, we're good. But we're going to send 38 out. That's
I wonder how bad the rig got burned and it's still on fire. We got some fire in the rig.
You're going. Ladder 5-4. On 3019, 1018, 1040, code 1. They left the pilot light on. We did not shut the gas. Partner 1. Alright, therefore ladder 5-4.
Alright guys, they're still waiting to go under control, which they're probably going to do shortly.
3, King.
Bob 3 is responding. Second alarm, box 3514.
All right, 10-4.
I'm gonna go down and close it up. I'm just probably gonna close it up from over here.
Engineer wants to command? Yes. Everyone, at this point, there's no activity on the roof at all smoke is gone, all the steam is subsided, and we're comfortable shutting the fly down if you are. 10-4, take us to line. 10-4. Engineer wants to 75 show, but we shut down that line, come off the rig. 75 show for 10-4, shutting you down.
Alright, they're gonna take up this line. I believe it's this line, yeah. Break it down, bring it back down the ladder, and the roof operations are over.
Flash check the clear. We're looking good against that front wall. We're loading out the team coming off of it right now, and even 79's apparatus. Once the mechanic can do everything's melted, we're just going to monitor it. But it looks like it's just smoke at this moment.
Fieldcom, have somebody call the 2-0 on his cell.
To the 2-0 battalion.
10-4. 0735 Bronx 2-0.
Chauffeur. Yeah, keep your shadow lined up. F4.
Telecom King.
5 seconds.
Fires of car 4 boy, Chief Brennan. This fire is under control. Alright, 10-4.
Under control time 7:37. Your duration 1 hour and 37 minutes, King.
484 looks like we.
Alright, they just went under control. Everybody's going to start taking up and dispersing down there. Alright, they're gonna make their way down. I'm gonna close it up, I guess.
Stop!
Anyone need bottle? Mass service on the corner of Bedford Park and Briggs.
Alright, I'm not gonna go back to the front. From Bedford Park and Briggs.
Hold on!
2 and 2, we're gonna see you all on the other side.
Announcing BRONX third alarm 3514 is now under control. Announcing BRONX third alarm 3514 is now under control. 741 hours 456.
Alright, I came back downstairs. I know I closed it up. I just want to show you guys Fire Commissioner Bonsignor's here and Chief of the Department Esposito's here. They have a few other chiefs over there. They might do a press conference. We might stay for it, but I'm not sure. And they're winding down operations. Tacking up hose lines. So the engine was the one that was on fire inside the bay, and all the members were upstairs, and the fire was burning up the stairs, so they couldn't get out of there, and that's why they had the Mayday. One of the members was missing for a little while, but they found them right away. So apparently the engine was the one that caught fire in there. There's Chief Esposito and Commissioner Bonsignor. Deputy Chief Simmons. Okay.
dispatch today.
Yeah, all the explanations up here, right, and that's pretty solid. They're not going this way.
And for thank you, John.
All right, guys, they're gonna do a press conference. We're gonna try to get some audio.
One of the firefighters noticed there was a fire on the first floor of the building. He immediately alerted everybody in the building to give them the opportunity to get out. He called for extra help. We had some firefighters on the second floor of the building who could not get out through the stairway. So they did exactly what we asked everybody to do, exactly what we teach, was to shelter in the front room and close the door behind them, which gave them the opportunity and bought them time for another fire unit to come and help evacuate them from the building. We had a couple of minor injuries at this time. Everybody's okay, thankfully. We're grateful for that. I will just tell the folks in this neighborhood that fire service will continue, not to worry. We are here and we'll continue to serve this area. I'll turn this over to Chief Esposito, Chief of Department, to talk about operations.
Good morning, John Esposito, Westside
So where the engine is parked, adjacent to that is the stairwell to the second floor. So as the fire spread to the fire truck, the fire then was extending up the stairs, which was adjacent to where the fire truck was, similar to you would have in a regular residential building or a private dwelling, that the fire is going to go up any enclosure.
Are you guys going to be able to go back inside immediately, or what's the process going to be?
We're investigating that now. We're not going to be able to operate from this firehouse for at least today. We're currently evaluating where we're going to move companies to ensure appropriate protection for the neighborhood.
How many firefighters did you say were injured? Was it one was taken to Kobe or 14?
We have 14 injuries. Minor injuries. Yeah, there's probably more going to the hospital, but we know we have one or two broken. 60 units altogether, 60 fire and EMS units, a total of, it's more than 160 people.
Anything else?
This became a third alarm fire, and that's the normal response for a third alarm.
Anybody else? All right, thank you.
Alright, I don't know if you guys were able to hear the whole thing, but they gave the briefing. The members are still packing up.
14 injuries, one sent to Jacoby.
Winding down operations. Trying to see if we can get a picture of the rig. I didn't get the whole details. I don't know if you were able to hear everything, but we're gonna hang out a little bit longer and then we're gonna take off.
Good 917. The crew made service.
Alright guys, we're gonna leave here. We said that we were gonna leave earlier, but we're gonna leave here. There's reports of a fire coming in. We might go to it.
Got the run Grand Area.
7 or 8 minutes away.
3310 responding. Engine 43, you got the run? 4310 Battalion 19, you got the run to Grand Avenue? 910
Alright, the units are responding to the report of a fire.
19, we're getting 5 franc for a fire.
Apartment 5 franc for a fire.
What are the groceries on Grand?
Getting off of West Tremont, King. West Tremont and Grand.
Alright, we're gonna take up. That sounds like a job.
10-4.
Alright, we're still waiting to see if that fire is gonna be a 1075 or not. The units are still responding.
19.
2993, apartment 5, Frank, 5th floor.
They're gonna be using 2 and 2, so they haven't transmitted a fire. We're still here waiting. They might pull out the rig from this fire. So we're gonna hang around for a little bit longer.
19K.
Head to the Bronx.
Were you able to get somebody down below to pop a hole in the ceiling? Alright, 19, I couldn't hear you over the handy talkie. What was that?
We have one precautionary line stretch, and the primaries in the fire department are negative.
Alright, that's what. 949, stretch 233.
Alright, they got a precautionary line stretched at that other call for a fire. They're using 2 and 2. So we're gonna continue to hang out around here a little bit. right, they're putting the last, taking the last line out of the firehouse. They're gonna try to move the rigs. I'm not really sure, but like I said, we're gonna check it out. They're gonna break down this line and pack it up. Trying to get the door open. I'm gonna see if they're gonna pull the rigs out.
I'll see you later.
And bringing the battalion gig out right now. I think they're gonna pull the ladder out first, probably, and then maybe the engine. I don't know. They're working on getting the door open over here. I thought they were going to break the line down, but they brought the line out so they can move the ladder. They're cleaning the windows. Anyway, they brought the line out. They're still going to leave it charged just in case they need it. I think they're gonna bring the ladder out now. Here comes the ladder. Let's see what kind of smoke damage or anything it may have. It's all full of soot. You can see it on the light. Okay, they're gonna wash down the rig.
To the Bronx. 8-8. Box 3512 is going to be a 1018 for a 1035. Code 1. We're on scene. Where's that 8? Alright, good.
I don't know if they're gonna spray anymore, but we'll see. So anyway, they got the battalion out and the ladder. The ladder's got a lot of soot and singe marks on it.
that in one line of operation, we install fire extenders to the flooring. All visible fire has been extinguished. Primaries and secondaries are negative. And we're going to request the EMS response, the occupant, having chest pain.
All right, therefore.
I think they're gonna wash down the battalion gig over there.
All hands with the workbox 2993, 1971 Grand Avenue over West Tremont Avenue. Battalion 19 had a fire in apartment 5 Frank. The fire is under control. All hands with the workbox 2993. The address 1971 Grand Avenue. It's over West Tremont Avenue. Battalion 19 had a fire of 5 Frank. The fire is under control. 1006 dispatch 233.
We'll be away from the rig for drill.
10-4. 10-13, special 233.
They're taking the rigs out to the shops to go take care of them, I guess clean them up and whatnot. So we'll see about the engine shortly. If not, we're going to take up. There go the rigs. The ladder's pretty singed up. Oh, there's got a fire over there. Those people are company coming in to, I think, fix the door. To get the door up, because the door apparently to the engine bay doesn't work. That's why they couldn't get in there that fast. I came over here to take a quick peek, but I'm not going to get too much into. There's the rig. Can't really see a lot of it. Alright guys, they're working on the door now. They're pulling it up, trying to at least. So we can see what the engine looks like. They're gonna tow the engine, but I don't know how long it's gonna take. So we're still waiting here on them to get that door open. Can't really see much, but there's the engine that burned. Big operation going on here. They're moving out a lot of the gear and stuff. Buildings unit just got here. Hazmat Battalion 2 is here. They're still waiting for the tow truck. There's the rig. Pretty burnt up. They got hazmat here. They're coming in to do hazmat operations. decon they gotta do in there. All the damage to the ceilings up there. Looks like the fire was roaring really bad. You're taking all the stuff to decon, mess with the hazmat operations that are going on here. I don't think the tow truck's coming anytime soon. Well, we'll wait a little bit longer.
Street to Shorty Place, smoke, Frank, engine 52.
Alright, 10-4.
10-4, Bronx, Bottle on Box 3504, 3110 Kingsbridge Terrace. 3rd Street to Shorty Place, smoke, Frank.
It was getting expired.
Bronx engine 62. Engine 62. You got the wrong 3421, Owen builder.
All right, guys, they got continuing to do a lot of hazmat operations, removing a lot of the gear and the equipment in there. And I just got word that the tow truck's here. There it is right there. They sent the big boy from Fleet Services. They're gonna come and get the rig out, so I guess at this point we're gonna wait.
A1. The big out box at 9, so there's no conditions at this time. Alright, that's good. The 92 box 3504, that's for the old engine A1. $1121 special day 3.
All right, they're gonna have to move all the hazmat vehicles out of there, and then they're gonna pull in the tow truck to get the rig out of the firehouse there. So let's see how long it takes, and then we'll hang around a little bit longer, I guess.
$1121 special day 3.
All right, let's see what they're gonna do here. All right, they're gonna start talking about what they're gonna do. Emergency crews here, and we'll wait. At this point, stage, we've been here so long now that we might as well wait till they pull the rig out. They're still on standby with the line. just in case. Engine 90. So the fire was in the rig there, and the stairs are back there, and they were all upstairs, trapped upstairs. They had to be rescued by the aerial ladder, I believe. And look at all the, see how much fire there was in there?
Yeah, what I'm saying, tomorrow night. Yeah.
I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, they're doing the preparation to get the rig out of the firehouse. They're gonna start doing all kinds of things to try to get it out of there. There's tin ceilings that they ripped off. And I heard that the tin ceilings helped actually keep the fire from spreading. All right, they're starting to move vehicles out of the way so they could get that big boy tow truck in here and get this rig out to the shops. We've been here a long time, so all right, they're continuing to do the hazmat decon operations. All that stuff has to be decontaminated. They keep pulling out all the equipment and the gear, and the tow truck is in place, waiting to see which way they're gonna get the rig out of there, because there's a dumpster in the way. So they're talking about it right now, right there. And there's the dumpster. So we'll see. A whole bevy of news cameras descended upon the scene. There's about 5 or 6 of them. One, two, three, four. One in the corner way down there. 5. Everybody's waiting for the rig to get towed. They still got the line charged just in case they need it. Engine 90. Hold on, I think he's trying to shut it down. I'm not sure. No, he didn't. So according to what they're saying, the rig lit on fire. I think I said it already. You know, I don't like to say too much because I'm not sure. And then the fire was blowing up, and the only stairs to go up and down in the building is right upstairs, so they were all trapped upstairs. That's why they gave the 1066. There was one member that they couldn't find, but they eventually found them, and luckily they got them out of there. Let me see what they're doing over here. A lot of activity. Yeah, they're shutting down the line, it looks like. Alright guys, they swapped out the engine. I didn't know exactly what they were doing. They're swapping out engines. 90's leaving and 73's coming in. They left this line in place, so I guess they might recharge it if they need to, but they're gonna be on standby. They're backing in now, so I don't know if they're gonna connect or not, but they'll be here moving in to man this line. They plugged into the line. am I doing? Wrong way. Dog. Alright, they're connecting to that line now. I'm gonna go and check out what's going on with the towing operations back there. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Nice book.
I just put water on the line. It's charging from engine 73.
Flight 65 is 1221 College Avenue, East 167, East 168, K Soda 3 items. Ball alarm 2565, 1121 College Avenue, East 167, East 168, K Soda 3 items. Westside Class 3x3815, 600 East 233rd Street over Bronx Boulevard for an automatic alarm. Westside Class 3x3815, 600.
Channel 7 went live now. News.
And alerted everyone in the firehouse about it. And then we worried a bit, but eventually the fire truck caught on fire. And we spread up the section happened to firefighters. Like I said, this is exactly what they told people in the There's also a room that I closed behind that. They were more serious than the There's over 150 fire and EMS responders.
¿Otra vez?
Different firehouses in the area to work today while the repairs are going on here, but they do pledge to the neighborhood and to the community that services will remain as usual. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. Live in the Bedford Park section of the Bronx, Lindsay Tucker, Channel 7 Eyewitness.
5 guys on here. Wallace, 79.
Very soon. I'm still running.
All right, they're mopping up the hazmat operations. They're taking their suits off. They're gonna be moving these 2 hazmat operation vehicles out of here with all the gear. And then go in and get the rig out. Alright, hazmat operations are leaving both units, and they're going to start the towing process here.
After that hazmat rig pulls off the block, just use our rig to block off the bridge.
Alright, they're gonna move the hazmat out. I'm gonna put the battalion gig over here in front of the crosswalk so nobody could come through. And they're gonna start this towing operation. Emergency crews coming in. They're gonna have to move the dumpster, it looks like. I don't know if they're gonna push it or tie it. Let's see. They're thinking they might be able to push it back, the dumpster, to get it out of the way, to get the truck, the engine out of the bay in there. Alright, I'll come back because my battery's running low. See how they decide to move this dumpster.
To the Bronx. 19. 2590, can you notify housing?
They're gonna have to think about something else. They might just have to push it back, put the rig that way towards the towards that way. Alright, they're gonna try, I think, something else to push the dumpster with the front of the emergency crew truck.
Class 3-4479 to Terminal 3, the address 1591 East 233rd Street, so for roundabout Sammy. Automatic alarm. Class 3-4479.
I think they're gonna go around the block because he pulled out. I'm not sure how they're gonna do this. I think they're gonna try to pull it out with this emergency crew, and then he'll come back and get it once they pull it out. All right, they're doing a maneuver here. They're pushing the engine in. So we'll see what they're doing.
On to Division 17. Bronx to Division 17. Can you call us off?
You want to put a chalk behind that? So we keep it?
That's where the fire was.
What's holding us? That way. Yep.
Where do you want me to go that way? Disconnect the phone. Yeah, you're in the back.
They're gonna reposition.
it right now.
I don't have any.
They might have to spray in there because I think there's a little bit of smoke pushing somewhere in there.
Engine 5 out of the Bronx.
John, get the big one.
5-0. Box 2561 is going to be a 37-3, taking some time to decon and release, okay? 10-4.
Armin 3.
The lights on top all melted off.
If they're wide, yeah, it should be wide. Yeah, as long as they're wide. What I'll do, I'll put the T-bar down.
Got it? Got it off?
They got some issue in there, so they're working on it. They're cutting some cables and some stuff that needs to be.
I got it.
Alarm 2928, 1590 Undercliff Avenue, West 175 to West 174th Street. Oregon 7 George.
Yeah, move back a little bit.
Alarm 2928, 1590 Undercliff Avenue, West 175 to West.
Come around the back side.
Back up there. On the way home.
Alright, they brought the big boy in. They're gonna probably start figuring out how to connect it to the engines and then take it away. It suffered severe damage, as you can see, in the cab and in the back. Alright, they're gonna hook up the engine now and tow it. All right. Alright, we're gonna get out of here soon. We're gonna go get some grub. There's Scarlet Fire. They're emptying out the water in the tank. 500 gallons of water in there. Alright, we're gonna follow this all the way to the toe over there, and then we're gonna get out of here. We said we were gonna get out of here hours ago, so it is what it is.
Yeah, you know what? Take those shots up. It's gonna go a hair forward more.
got two of those over there, right? I think I'm missing one.
This is the police services, obviously from the Fdny, towing the rig. A lot of operations going on here. Third alarm fire with members trapped inside the building in the fire. The engine caught fire and they caught fire next to the stairs and they couldn't get down. You had hazmat operations. You saw firefighting, then hazmat operations, and now fleet services towing the rig. Very labor intensive operation. Okay, looks like they got it all squared away. The buildings unit is coming in to start working on the firehouse.
That's good. You guys are good with the line. You guys can start taking it up. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, they're gonna get the guys to break down the line. They had precautionary, as you saw, they used it on the engine.
Wow, Lou, you know you're not supposed to be touching that hose.
I'll fire it once.
Yeah, but now you're not. So. It's lunchtime, you're right. Don't let him touch the hose again.
Alright, we're gonna get out of here. Gotta get some grub in the stomach. Great job done by everybody in this major operation here. Alright, gonna go down the street and see if I can get them when they leave with it. Let me go down the street.
Division 7 Alpha. Division 7 Alpha. We're just moving our rig off of Briggs Avenue on the corner. I don't know if you want to use your rig just to block so nobody comes down Briggs. No problem, on my way down. Sounds good, thank you.
Alright, they're moving the gigs over here so they can get this engine going. I think he might go block down there for them. I'm not sure. They're moving all the, yeah, that's the FDNY unit. Let's see if they got enough room. Those are all FDNY units and other city agencies. There it goes.
Does anyone have the black city SUV?
Alright guys,
Thank you.
we're taking up Briggs Avenue and Bedford Park 2 and 2. We're going to see you all on the other side.
We have someone come back and get the keys, make a note for us.
Where you at, bro? What's up? Where you at, bro? Come to the party.